How are we going to deal with anti-Semitism and radical Islamic terror in the United States? Take a look at this clip over here with Sebastian Gorka, who is the U.S. counterterrorism chief, and he's talking to Sky News about what the plan is going forward. So we'll watch this clip together and then talk about it. But first, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Check this out.
You mentioned he was shouting "Free Palestine." Well, we've now seen a spate of anti-Semitic terror attacks in the United States. Josh Shapiro's home, the murder of the Israeli diplomats in Washington, Colorado, other similar attacks around the world as well. In Australia, we've had synagogues firebombed. So is the Free Palestine cause justifying violence, even murder, and even terror attacks against Jews?
Well, let's be clear what Hamas is. Don't take my word for it. Listen to them. In their founding charter from 1984, in the third paragraph, they state, "We are a part of the Ikhwan Muslimin, of the Muslim Brotherhood." What is the Muslim Brotherhood? It is that organization that was created in the 1920s after the first president of Turkey dissolved the last theocratic caliphate, when Mustafa Kemal Ataturk said, no, we are separating mosque and state. We're going to secularize the Muslim world. Within 4 years, the Muslim Brotherhood was born with one mandate and one mission: to recreate the fascistic theocratic regime of Islamism under a new caliphate. From the Muslim Brotherhood all the way through to Al-Qaeda, to ISIS, to Hamas, to Al-Nusra, we have the recrudescence of global jihadism. So it's not a question. Just look at what these people did. I've seen the unedited video from October the 7th of children being killed, young girls at that concert in Israel, hiding in a bathroom, being mowed down by Hamas. Why? Because they're Jewish girls. That's the only reason. So the president has rightly called this out for what it is, as has the vice president. This is a war between civilization, the Judeo-Christian civilization, and barbarity. And we will not stop until the barbarians are defeated.
The Director General of ASIO here in Australia said that anti-Semitism is the greatest threat to life in our country. Would you agree that's the case in America as well? And is there a link between false accusations against Israel and the surge in terrorism that we are seeing?
I wouldn't speak for the services of the people of Australia, but I wouldn't say it's anti-Semitism. It is anti-Semitism. It is anti-Westernism. Why? Because the jihadis, again, don't listen to me, listen to what they preach. They say, first we come after the Saturday people, meaning the Jews, and then we come after the Sunday people, meaning the Christians. So it's exactly as the president said in his most important speech to date, which I consider to be the Warsaw speech he gave in the summer of 2017, which wasn't about anti-Semitism or anti-Christian violence. He lumped it all together and he asked the question of the age. And I'll just quote him from that incredible speech that I recommend all of your viewers go and watch. You can watch it. Warsaw, summer 2017. Near the end of the speech, he said, the only question of the age is whether we in the West have the will to fight and defeat those who are trying to destroy our civilization, whether it's the anti-Semites, whether it's the anti-Christians, the anti-Westerners. They want to kill all of us.
Mr. Gorka, how do you, as the counterterrorism chief, deal with this increasingly violent movement that's justifying their horrific actions on the basis of anti-Zionism? What will you do about it?
Well, a couple of things. We are on the cusp of releasing, we've drafted the president's new U.S. counterterrorism strategy. In it, you will see the details. The vast portion of it is unclassified. There will be some classified annexes. But when it comes to what I can talk about publicly on Sky News, So number one, we're going to talk truthfully about the threat. We're not going to have the FBI or the intelligence services surveil Catholics in Virginia because they're going to Latin Mass. We're not going to have 72-year-old grandmothers hounded by law enforcement because they took selfies peaceably on January the 6th. So we're going to go back to an apolitical threat assessment of what the actual threats are. Then we're going to take on the priority threats, whether it's Al-Qaeda, whether it's ISIS or others. We're going to continue what we've done for the last 133 days, which is massive decapitation operations. When we came into the White House for a second time on day 8 of the second administration, President Trump said, we are returning to the rules of engagement from the first administration, and we are going to kill high-value targets where we see them. Since that time, we have killed over 160 jihadis across the planet, the majority of them HVTs, high-value targets. So we're going to create a decapitation effect in the most dangerous organizations. Then we're going to ask our partners, our closest counterterrorism partners, to step up to the plate to suppress those threats where they have the capability to do so. And then we're going to take the ideology seriously. This isn't about poor people or stupid people, as the Biden and Obama administrations would have you believe. This is about ideology. It's not about poverty. It's about those who subscribe to the ideology of jihad. And we're going to have very aggressive counter-propaganda campaigns to delegitimize groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS. And then lastly, something that's very personal to me, because my friends had suffered at the hands of the Biden Department of Justice and the Biden FBI. We are going to rip politics out of the practice of counterterrorism. No more using the massive tools of the U.S. law enforcement and intelligence community, whether it's the Patriot Act, the FISA courts, to go after people because they are patriots or conservatives. No raids at Mar-a-Lago under the cover of national security. We're going to do national security apolitically to keep Americans safe and not to use these powers as a political weapon. That's all I can give you as a sneak peek of what to expect in the weeks and months and years to come.
Well, we look forward to all of that playing out. And I assume along with Al-Qaeda and ISIS, you'd be including Hamas in that list?
Anybody who threatens us, our citizens, our national interests, or our friends and allies. And then to quote the president in the viral tweet that he posted after our first counterterrorism operation 11 days into this administration, it is, I don't have the lanyard on me, it is the acronym from our lanyard, WWFY, WWKY. We will find you and we will kill you. That's a promise from the president, the commander-in-chief himself.
He's absolutely right. It is a war between civilization and barbarism, that this is a war against Western civilization, against Judeo-Christian values, and something that needs to be stopped dead in its tracks. He's correct also to point out the phrase in the Middle East, the motto in the Middle East, which is after the Saturday people, which the Jews, we go after the Sunday people, which is the Christians. And so this is a war against Western civilization. And I do like the fact that the response has been something to the extent of, we will find you and we will kill you, because that is the only way that you can deal with an ideology that seeks your own destruction. If you like this content overall, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Take care.